All right, away we go as we are back on YouTube today. And if you're just picking us up on Spotify, that's cool too. What's up, Al?
Oh, hi there, Jerry. So, oftentimes things happen and you go, I really there's certain things that have been happening for decades that you think, well, at some point we're going to fix this.
Oh, I'm interested in these examples.
So, like, the perfect example is a lot of people are dealing with now frozen pipes because of the winter.
Okay.
And I would think that at this point in the technology and things, that we will have figured out a way to not have pipes get frozen and then burst.
Well, I don't think it's a common problem. I don't think if you took 100 homes, I don't think 50 homes have, burst pipes. I think it's if you do what you're supposed to do. Yours is a weird one with that pipe being so close to outside with little insulation. I mean, again, knock on wood. It's happened to me before, but the only time it's happened to me was I forgot to turn the water off to outside, and water stayed in the pipe that went from the house to the spigot, basically, and it split. And because I didn't turn the water off, water just was gushing out for hours. It happened when I was at work. And I got home.
They say it happens like in the defrosting period.
Yeah, I could see that.
So like yesterday afternoon, it got a little warmer than it had been.
Yep.
Today will be warm,
warmer
as well. Yeah. So I guess that's when people. Well, man, when I was calling around yesterday, like different plumbers and things. Now my pipes did not break; they thawed without breaking.
Yeah,
they were all like, "Everyone's pipes are breaking."
Well, that's their world.
Yeah, they are the plumbing world. But I just feel like, when we put pipes in a house, why not just wrap them up in insulation?
More expensive.
I should like if they have to open a wall to fix a cracked pipe, you should be able to pay. Hey, you know what? All these pipes you can see, wrap them up, fella.
I'm sure you probably could.
Yeah,
you just got to pay them more.
Or
everything you could do anything you want for a cost,
I suppose.
Like why are homes built with wood that can burn? Why not make all houses out of steel? Because it's far more expensive, safer.
Or out of bricks, like the Three Little Pigs.
Or out of bricks.
That one pig had a brick house. The other pig out of hay. Terrible idea.
Yep.
What was the other house? The one was out of hay. And then
sheetrock.
I don't know. I don't remember, but that was also a poor choice.
But that's why houses aren't made out of steel. They're too expensive.
It's also weird. Like we can have I know like in Florida, everything has to be built hurricane winds.
Yeah.
So we can combat even hurricanes.
To a certain degree, sure.
And in California, they build things earthquake.
Well,
they call earthquake proof, but
they're not.
There's no way.
I think what they are is they're earthquake proof to a certain level.
Yeah.
You get a 9.5, good luck, especially if you're near that fault line.
Yeah.
But if you're out in the suburbs, what type of tremor can your house survive? And yes, each year we go, they build them better and better. But if you've got a home that was built 100 years ago, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But interesting. It's an interesting idea, though.
Yeah.
Or conversation.
I feel like there's certain things that we've been dealing with since we first started building homes that they still haven't fully solved, these pipes.
But again, we always talk about homes being built better 60 years ago than now.
That's
Why?
True.
Builders maximize profit and use a lesser product, so they make more money. Again, life's a scam about getting rich. That's all it is. Everybody wants to make more than the next guy.
Anytime I see like a whole development going up, I always just think, oh, they're cutting corners.
Well,
because they're all using think of how many houses they're building. They're all using the same materials, the same nuts and bolts. Everything's the same. They got to be cutting. I remember hearing from somebody who said, one of these guys that came out to work on my place, and it was like, oh, in the 90s, houses that were built in the 90s, he goes,
problem.
I would never buy one of those because they cut so many corners, I guess, in the 90s in particular.
The house we bought that we lived in brick, and I love that house. It was a nice house. We only lived there for 3 years. That house, we bought it in 2002. It was built in 1994, I believe. The first storm, the siding blew off the house. like several pieces of it. I'm like, what in the hell? So I was working overnights at the time, and I woke up to I'm like, what the heck? Is someone knocking on the door? I go downstairs. There's no one. And it kept going. I finally went outside. It's raining. It's windy. And there were like 7 pieces of siding that like ripped off from underneath the window and were flapping back and forth and banging on the house. I'm like, what do I do? Like, I ain't got a ladder to get up there. I remember I had to call a siding guy. He came over. He charged me $1,000 to replace the siding. He was there for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like $1,000. And I'll never forget what he said because I said, I'm like, $1,000? He goes, you want to go up there in this storm? I'm like, I do not. I'll go write you the check.
Yeah.
He might have been able to say $3,000 I might have paid him.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
Right. But it's still taking advantage of me. But he's not wrong.
Yeah. It's also weird when you have an inconvenience that pops up in life, an issue with your car, an issue with your home.
For sure.
And it seems like, oh my God, how am I going to get this fixed? And then you think like, oh, that stuff I was complaining about yesterday. Oh, who cares?
Not so big a deal.
I had hot water yesterday.
Well, so now you bring it back to real inconveniences, like health scares.
Yes.
People dying. And it's like, I'm really annoyed because I couldn't get my oil change on Tuesday.
Right. But we snap right back into I went home, I had no hot water. And I was in a panic, right? And I'm calling around and I can't get answers. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what am I going to, I didn't eat lunch. I was like, oh. And then the minute the hot water came back.
You're fine.
I was like, oh, okay. Yes. You know what? My normal day with the hot water, not so bad. But I'll snap right out of that the next thing. Like Gina's car, she's having problems with her car. And when I have a problem with my car, I'm always like, oh, how am I going to get to work? Is this dangerous? And then the minute it gets fixed, you're like, oh, back to normal.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No worries.
Oh,
no
she's got to figure out this car thing.
She does.
This is silly.
She does have
this
to
is going. I was in California. You guys were talking about this.
Well, it's really hard to test some of the things, batteries and things, when it's
she needs
0 degrees.
A new car.
She's very attached to this car.
Well, detach her.
People get detached or attached to cars. Speaking of cars and Great Adventure, did you ever go into the safari at Great Adventure?
Yes.
So I saw this popped up on my...
I did 2. I did the one in the actual car.
Yeah.
And then the one where they take you in.
Oh, you did that one?
Yes.
That's what it is now, right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I haven't been there in 10 years, but the last time we did it, well, I forget which one of my sons was like 5 years old. We got in it and it was...
Oh, so that was even back then it was like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I haven't been there in at least 10 years.
This from News 12 New Jersey, Twitter. Six Flags Great Adventures Wild Safari in New Jersey has been nominated by USA Today's 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards as one of the best safari parks in the country. Now, when we used to go back in the day, when you would drive your own car through, that was an adventure.
Oh, yeah, we did that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were baboons.
They would jump on your car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They would be on your car.
Yeah.
And in the 1970s, a lot of cars had
vinyl.
Vinyl roofs, right? And the monkeys would get on the car and scrape either with their fingernails, and your vinyl roof looked like grass because they would peel all the stuff up.
And they were not responsible for it.
Not responsible. And you wouldn't know. You'd be pointing at somebody else's car like, look at the monkeys ripping that guy's roof.
And then you're next.
And then, meanwhile, it's happening to your thing.
Yeah.
And I remember I even went, my friend Steve, we went, and he had just gotten a Saturn when those were cars people liked.
Yeah, that was the hot new car.
Yeah, this is a Saturn.
I remember that, yep.
So we got the Saturn, and we somehow convinced him, let's take the Saturn through the Great Adventure Safari. And a baboon monkey, whatever the hell it was, sat on his hood, grabbed his antenna, which was a long metal piece with a ball on it.
Yeah.
Bent the antenna into its mouth and was tonguing the antenna like he was performing fellatio on it.
Oh, nice.
And we were dying laughing. It was picking up his the windshield wipers,
which also they can break,
which they can also snap. Before they moved to the thing you went to, where you go in a cart that they provide, they did eliminate the baboons.
Okay,
they put them behind like
glass.
Yeah, they couldn't go up to your car.
Mm-hmm.
I also remember like the ostriches would come to your
I don't remember those
window.
Yeah,
and want to get involved. I remember we went a couple times, and we would take my father's car because my mom had a nice car. She had a Thunderbird,
Okay.
a 1978 Thunderbird, which had the vinyl part of the roof was vinyl. And my dad had a Vega,
What's
Chevy
a
Vega.
Oh, I don't know that car.
It was a really small, compact, commuter car.
Yeah.
So we would take that. It had no air conditioning. And we'd go in July to Great Adventure. And you have the windows rolled up because
you guys are dying in that car.
I think my father probably had a cigarette or two while we were in the ride.
But in that time, yeah. And the windows were probably closed and suck it up and deal with it.
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but
where are those animals now? Are they still there or do they fly
in the
them
winter?
in and out?
Like where are they in the winter? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
It's not exactly the nicest area down there. I mean, it's Jersey.
They just let them out in Jackson, New Jersey.
They do not let them out in Jackson because now right next door there's a monster baseball complex next to it. You can't just let them out.
Next to the Great Adventure?
Yeah, it's called. I think it's called. Oh God,
is it in the
I think
dome?
It's called Adventure Sports.
It's like a dome type thing.
There might be a dome there, but they built turf baseball fields. That's a huge guy. That opened right as I was phasing out of it, so we never got down there. But I've been told it's really nice, and it's right. And the whole idea is they built a hotel. So the idea is to bring teams in to play tournaments and then go to the park. Very smart.
That's a good idea.
Very smart. Yeah.
It is weird that we never evolved to having monkeys, baboons as a pet. Like that they're so close to being human.
Didn't one eat the woman's face off?
The one in Connecticut, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they are still wild animals to some degree.
I know. I'm just saying, we domesticated wolves into dogs. We never domesticated baboons into a cute, adorable monkey.
Why didn't you get on that? You got plenty of time during the day.
Jerry, this is going to take me decades.
It might take you decades, but you're going to live to be 120, so you got time.
That could be my legacy.
There you go.
While he did have a career in sports talk radio, he's most known for converting or domesticating baboons.
Maybe
and
you traded
monkeys.
Whimsy for a baboon.
And
you keep everybody happy.
Yeah, I'll be like, listen, I am getting rid of my dog, but I'm taking in a baboon.
You can bring the baboon to work every day.
Yeah. Like,
perfect.
Go get Boomer's coffee.
Maybe you can cut tape.
He can cut tape for you, get audio. You'd be complaining, this baboon, I mean, it's getting the audio, but it's not editing it the way I like it for this baboon.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. You ever see these, you talk about life evolving.
Yeah.
You ever see these AI videos on YouTube about what it was like to live in the Roman times or what it was like to be in New York City in 1700? You ever see those?
No.
You haven't. They're very interesting because they look real, but they clearly tell you it's AI, which obviously because they weren't rolling film
4K film.
Right. In the year. There's one where what was it like to live in Rome in the year 113 AD? It's bizarre. And it's just so different. While they're still human beings. Oh,
one of the things I always think
crazy.
about that whenever they talk about the really olden times, people used to just defecate in the street.
Oh my God. It's so funny you say that. So one of the things they showed was they had buildings that were built 4 stories, 4 floors, but there was no plumbing. And so they said you wanted to stay out of, if you were walking down the middle of the cobblestone road, you wanted to stay out of the middle of the road because the people would just chuck their feces and all of
out
that
of the building.
Well, all of their urine would go into a bucket, and once a day you would dump it. And they said in the lower, I guess income, but the lower class neighborhoods, they really struggled. They would literally just throw it out the window. And a good day was if you didn't have any of it land on you.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder at what point we went, you know what, with this feces and urine, what if we somehow got this into pipes and we don't know where it goes?
I don't know.
When was the first
I don't know.
toilet that moved that stuff through pipes and then into a facility that disinfected and got rid of all
I don't know.
I still don't know where. I don't know where all the dog poop goes. That in the winter, for whatever reason, when it snows, no one picks up dog poop.
For really?
Yeah. And it does not matter what neighborhood you go in. You could go on any Facebook group.
That's terrible.
Yeah. People just leave. There is so much dog poop on the snow in Bradley Beach.
I think that's the easiest time to grab it.
100%. It's the easiest. It's so cold that it freezes.
Yeah.
Less mushy. Pick it right up. People are just animals. And at some point it disappears, right? And it goes into the grass.
I guess.
And some of it is good
someone's shoe.
Yeah. I mean, at some point it is good for fertilizing.
Right.
To some extent, I guess. But it's also weird that there's just, and people let their dogs poop on the beach in the winter and don't clean it up.
Oh God.
I'm like,
I didn't know that.
By July, is that all gone?
I don't know. I mean, there's so much wind on the beach. Maybe it gets covered as the sand gets blown, or you get the high tide. I don't know.
And you're digging for seashells, all of a sudden you find a turd.
It's possible. Yeah. Or maybe it gets washed out into the ocean.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. That's
People
terrible.
Really?
Like, to me, again, winter would be, I would think, a preferred time to walk the dog for that, not because of the temperature, but for that reason.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because people aren't out as much.
I think there's no eyewitnesses.
Yeah, maybe that, in the summertime, it's alive. Everyone's watching you, and you better do it, or I'm going to scream at you.
Yes, I think that's horrible. What it is. I think because in the winter, but it's weird because it's no matter. I really think it's all like people listening now. If they are part of their town's Facebook page, guarantee there are people complaining about dog poop in town.
Yeah, it's not good. We don't have we do have a few, but we don't have a ton of dog walkers in my neighborhood because everybody's got a yard.
Yeah.
There are some. We have a guy around the corner, beautiful Siberian Huskies, gorgeous dogs. Is that what they are? Siberian Huskies?
They love the winter.
He walks those dogs. Yeah, but here was very interesting though. Last week in the snowstorm, or 2 weeks ago, that's a pretty rugged dog, no?
Yes.
He had little shoes on it.
Oh, come on. That dog don't want to wear shoes.
What are you doing, man? You're making your rugged dog look like not so rugged.
Yeah, puss.
Yeah, that.
Then I was wondering, what did we, you and I were around and being adults before YouTube was a thing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So what did we do? I went to get gas this morning, and I went to put down my passenger side window, and it went down. Then when I went to put it up, it went halfway up, back down, halfway up, back down, halfway up. I'm like, what? But I went to YouTube this morning, and it told me how to, quote unquote, reset the windows.
Okay.
What would I have done if I didn't have YouTube? Would I take that into an auto mechanic?
100%. Well, you would have done one of two things. You would have turned the car off, waited 30 seconds, started the car up again to see if it changed.
Hope for the best.
And if not, you would have driven to work in freezing cold, blasting heat, and then you would have gone right to the mechanic today. Right. Of course, that's what we would have done. We didn't have phones. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have anything growing up.
Do you think YouTube has stopped, mechanics are losing money and home repair places are losing money because of YouTube?
Maybe to some degree.
A very tiny degree.
Before YouTube, you would not have put a car battery in a car.
Right.
So I suppose there's some truth to that. And, if you go back even 20, 25 years when leasing became a thing, I remember a friend of mine's dad owned an repair shop. And he was really concerned that everyone's going to go lease new cars. And then you just bring them back to the dealer because it's part of your plan. He thought he was going to go out of business. But everything got so expensive, the used car market got really big again, and you need mechanics. So you might be right about that, but I don't think it's enough to where they're seeing effects of it. Because every time I go to a mechanic, the place is packed.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, you call the mechanic, you can bring it in 2 weeks from Monday.
Yeah.
What?
Or if you bring it in today, I get it done by Friday. I got to go to work. I can't give you the car for 3 days. Oh, I can't fix it then. Okay.
It is amazing. Mechanics and doctors just expect you don't work. To be like, yeah, my car's not working. Can I bring it in? They're like, yeah, first thing in the morning. Well, I got to go to work in the morning.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Or doctors be like, we don't have appointments until July. July, yeah. I have 9 a.m. What?
I know. I get it when you call and you're sick. Hey, I don't feel well. Can I get into the doctor? Yeah. What, can you get over here at 3? Absolutely. Yeah. I don't feel well. I'm home or whatever. I'll leave work early. But when you're calling for a physical and they're like, yeah, I got next Tuesday for you. Is, 1 o'clock good? No, it's not good. I mean, it is for me and you, but for much of society, it shouldn't be.
But I guess nowadays, so many people
Yeah.
work from home. Anytime is good.
That is very true.
And
That
people
is
are
very
looking to
true.
get out of their house.
Yeah. So I met a guy at Cornhole last night who has been working from his home since the pandemic. And if they don't have plans, he's like, it hits me. Like, I'll go a week without leaving the house.
Yeah, that's weird.
He was like, I look forward to coming here on Monday nights because it gets me out of that. Like, my work is in my house now. He goes, I even lost that. So that's tough.
That is very tough.
No. I
Working
don't
from
think it's
home.
healthy either.
Yeah, it's not good. As much as I like to be home, part of me liking to be home is because I come here.
That's fair.
Right. And then,
Yeah. You get out, you see the world. All right. I've
Yeah.
seen enough.
yes.
I get that.
Then I listened to, I'm only part way done with this podcast. I was listening to Joe Rogan. He had some guy on who's like a brain health expert,
Uh-oh.
I guess, something
This
like
is
that.
not going to sound good for us.
And he was talking about like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and all this stuff. And he said the thing that's really bad for the brain is
Getting up at 2:30 in the morning.
that don't help.
Yeah.
Doing the same things over and over again.
Yeah, because you're not exercising the mind at all.
Yeah. So like I love my routine,
Yeah.
but I'm then not doing anything different. And then your brain doesn't make new pathways to things.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's why Eddie tries to learn how to write with a different hand or learn different languages. It keeps your mind sharp.
yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Like-
Because I'm like, man, I talk to the same callers
Would I qualify as that?
as doing the same things.
Well, I mean, for the last, I'll just take it since when I got the Rutgers job. So for the last 10 years, I've been doing Rutgers basketball. I've been working for Compass Media Networks, and I've been here. Now, every game is different, and I prepare for every game differently, but it is the same job. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like how much of doing the same thing counts as being bad for your brain?
I don't know.
Like if you have the same breakfast, eat the same lunch, eat the same dinner,
Right.
go to bed the same time.
Sounds like you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, am I this guy? Talk to the same callers, very similar
Sure.
New York sports topics over and over
Did
again.
he get into the food, though, aspect of any of this?
They did, yeah.
Yeah. Because that's a big part.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anything on its own causes X, but it's a big factor, especially if you've got the other things working against you, So like if you had, I don't want to say my diet, because my diet's 70% pretty good, but if you had a regular diet of someone who's really heavy and they just eat crap nonstop, and you're doing the same thing all the time, like all of a sudden that starts to stack up against you pretty
Yeah.
good, and you're not sleeping. Like that's like 3 strikes right there. You out.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're eating bad, not sleeping, and not really moving physically
Yeah.
and doing the same things every day,
Problematic.
yeah, that's probably
Very dangerous.
that's probably a problem.
The more it's funny because now it's a brain expert. I'm watching a podcast on a sleep expert right now, and he's talking about 8 hours is myth, 7 is really suffice, 7 to 9, whatever you're comfortable with. Don't get more than 9; it's too much. Less than 7's not great. Less than 6 is a real problem. It's the stress on the brain is really fascinating if you're not sleeping properly.
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar, a little different, but a little similar to what you're watching.
Oh yeah. I might have to listen. I tend to hide from sleep videos because I'm like, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the problems.
I know. Especially when you don't get to sleep on the weekends like you should.
Yeah, punk ass dog.
It's like every day is something for you.
I'm gonna tackle her when I get home. I'm gonna ride her like a horse around town.
That sounded weird.
All right, Jerry, let's do the warm-up program.
Yeah.
Now, you and I did that this morning, and we'll be back here again tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
Yep.
Until then, so